Welcome, dear fiends of the den, where shadows speak louder than headlines, and every whisper begs to be cross examined. This is the lair of Rose Noir, unmonetized, unsponsored, and unapologetically unfiltered. I am your underground icon. Here, news and conspiracy theories tango in the dark, hatch strange offspring in my brain, and slither out through my mouth. No ads, no allegiance, just raw nature, forensic fury, and a hunger for justice that doesn't sleep. If you want to keep the lights dim and the truth loud, your donations keep the blood pumping. The PayPal link is in the bio. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Welcome back again, dear fiends of the den. And first of all, I would like to say thank you to so many of you new fiends and old fiends who watch, who like, who comment, and who support me here in the den being demonetized, which is not even that big of a deal to me. So, this week, we're going to get to a few things. I want to talk about the conspiracy theories and symbolism in the Back to the Future trilogy and how it really does parallel so much of today. You guys are going to be amazed. And just a quick hint, a lot of it has to do with 9/11. And Robert Zemeckis gave us another clue a few years back. So check that for Conspiracy Theory Thursday. And if we've got more to say, we'll conclude that on Friday. Now, tomorrow is True Crime Tuesday, and I'm actually going to bring this around to some royal news because, as you know, yesterday was the 28th anniversary of the tragic death of Princess Diana in Paris. And I was in New Hampshire on vacation at the time. And we were driving back and about to head to New York, but I was actually tired of driving and I wanted to read a book. So I stopped and found the cheapest motel possible and sat there in silence for a couple of hours reading. And for some odd reason, I got up and I turned on the TV. I turned on CNN, which is so incredibly unlike me, and I heard immediately of Princess Diana's passing. And then someone was being interviewed, and it turned out it was Baba Booey from the Howard Stern show, and he just yelled out at the end of his interview, Baba Booey. So if anyone out there remembers that, please let me know. So tomorrow we're going to look into the events surrounding her passing. And of course, I can't talk about Princess Diana now without mentioning Meghan Markle, who always seems to overshadow her. So for Princess Diana's birthday, Meghan Markle released her first rosé wines, and then she just released some second rosé wines, which got some okay reviews, got some great reviews, and got some meh reviews. I am not a rosé lover, so I would have given it probably an okay review. But what she just did again to overshadow the 28th anniversary of Princess Diana's passing was she put herself in Bloomberg News to talk about a burger, a smash burger. I thought she was a vegan, but she also talks with her mouth full, which is definitely not royal. And she made this really ridiculous, oh my God, when they called her the Duchess of Sussex, whoever was interviewing her. But of course, again, she had to collide with the memory of Princess Diana because that's all she's got. And we'll see where this brand goes. But if you, according to the blind items, Netflix owns 50% of As Ever, which is why I think they're still collaborating with her, which on her part was a pretty shrewd business move because now they can't just dump her. Interesting. In other news, I was talking about Labor Day weekend at Bernie's because there's something very strange going on with Donald Trump, the current president of the United States, and his health. I feel like they're stonewalling and they're not telling us things. Vance made that statement about being ready to lead, but saying Donald Trump was in perfect health. But they've been showing us old footage of him. They haven't let the press near him, and he loves the press. His tweets have been lackluster in their usual long form method. And someone just posted on TikTok that they're seeing the presidential motorcade with an ambulance. Now, I wish no one any harm, but I think as Americans, we should know, because if this was Biden, the Republicans would be going crazy. And he was too old and in too poor of health to run, which probably meant he was too old and in too poor of health to go to prison for any of his crimes. So he should not be where he is. But of course, Project 2025 and all the people running the show for real are loving this. We know that Blake Lively had a deposition. We know that there are alleged rumors of fights between Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds on the set. I totally believe it. I totally believe that Ryan Reynolds made a joke that probably went too far and pissed off a really good person like Robert Downey Jr. The man has been through hell and back with his addictions and everything, but he's always maintained his dignity. He's always maintained his talent. He is an Oscar winner. I'd be pissed to have to work with someone like Ryan Reynolds, especially with all of the gossip and drama surrounding him and his wife now. And allegedly, Ryan Reynolds took all of his pictures down of Blake Lively off of his Instagram. So go check out my shorts. There's a lot of really interesting blind items and all of that kind of dark news and entertainment. And I am going to bid you guys goodbye for now on this Labor Day. We're going to get to all of this stuff all of this week. And don't forget, on Wednesday, you will have the answer to the Haunted Hollywood History trivia and some more history itself, because I absolutely love that series. Let me know what you think in the comments and what you want to hear more of in long form. And thank you for joining me in the den. Don't forget, because I bring you the truth, the den has been demonetized, and it's a signal from the shadows. So if you'd like to support the dark entertainment and Rose Noir's investigations, you can do so by tipping the detective. The paypal.me link is in the bio. Again, thank you so much for joining me in the den. If you've got something to say, send me an email at welcometothedenpodcast@gmail.com.